Wonder if that's like, if Satan was real, that would be the ultimate temptation to trick you into transferring your consciousness into something immortal so that you can never experience heaven. Wouldn't that be wild if that's what's going on? Because everybody wants to think that even people that believe in God, they don't necessarily talk too much about Satan. It's very rare.
I have a very your good old standard issue religious background with my parents. My dad's a deacon at the church. My sister is married somebody who's a pastor, and she moved to France, Montpellier, and she's a missionary there. So all the basic Christian education, I got it.
But no one has had conversations with the devil, right?
No, not really.
No, but people, I bet you've talked to people that said God has talked to them.
I don't know. My dad would never say God talked with me directly. Said, he reads the Bible.
It's not an uncommon thing, though, right?
No, but my background or the church I grew up in, and my mom and dad are pretty strict. Like Pastor Walter growing up, that guy was a logger. This was a small little town.
That's a cool story.
And he had, I'm not kidding, he had a scar from here down through his jaw to here, a chainsaw jumped back and went, cut him right through the face. That's a manly man right there.
It's like a Ted the Atlas scar.
Took himself to the hospital.
Fuck yeah, he
with
did.
With a towel on the side, or a shirt on the side of his face.
Of course he did.
Yes, he did.
Probably would have fucking stapled it shut if he had a stapler in the car.
And he was the nicest, pleasant, like, hi, good afternoon.
Yeah,
he wasn't
seen
like
some shit.
Oh my goodness!
He doesn't have to convince you.
So everything, it was real simple. Here's a good book. Read it. If it says yes, do it. If it says no, don't. That's all. There's no pomp and circumstance.
Right.
There's no robes. There's no real simple, real straightforward. But my dad would be interested, and he'll be listening to this. So he would be interested in your thing of if the end times doesn't come, and Satan can say, hey, guess what I can do?
But here's the thought.
Would somebody take that?
If Satan really was clever.
If he's real?
If he's real.
He is the prince and power of the air. He is the great deceiver. He's very clever.
Right. But if Satan is a real thing, what a genius thing to make it ridiculous to believe in him. What a genius thing to make it so that even saying you've communicated with Satan, or saying
you sound like a loon.
You sound like a loon.
Mm-hmm.
Like
because
we were just talking about this the other night. I said that if the president said God is with our troops, we would say awesome. But if the president said we've located the devil, he's in Afghanistan, and we're beginning bombing,
you'd be
like, what? What the fuck did you
just say? And you're right
say?
about genius, because if you're ridiculed or look like a loon for believing in Satan, then by default, you're a loon for believing in God. So he's done his job by negating everything.
Well, sort of.
Well, to a point.
Because a lot of people that believe in God,
they're both in the same book.
They believe in Satan as a concept, I think. I think it's like there's like a graph.
True.
Of people that, like, if you had a pie chart of all the people that believe in God, right?
Sure.
It's
or the entity
the
of
ones
God.
that think that Satan's a real thing is probably like a quarter of the pie.
And if they read, again, not some weird crazy, but just the plain Jane Bible,
right?
Satan was the #1 angel. He was number 2 in charge. He was the big cheese and said, I want to have everything. And God was like, not going to happen.
Yeah. But isn't that always like even in the mob? Doesn't that kind of thing happen?